I want a man who's like my height, because then if I want to put on heels, I can be taller than he is. So it's not like he's going to have any control over me.
Oh, I see. So height dictates control.
Well, yeah, in a way.
Okay. All right. We're going to take a look at the tapes that Jennifer saw. And remember, you're going to vote again. First was Tom. He dates about once a week, and he says that the first thing he notices about a woman is her teeth. And here's why Tom usually asks a woman what TV shows she likes.
I think you can tell somebody a lot by what they choose to watch on TV. For example, I'll throw Pee Wee Herman out and see what they think of Pee Wee Herman, because I think a lot of Pee Wee Herman.
Next it was Ron. He was raised in Chicago. He enjoys taking hikes and playing the drums. Admits that he looks a lot older than 28, and we asked Ron how that affects his social life.
I attract older women, and I've mostly dated older women, and that's why I told you I want to date younger women, mainly just as a change.
He does look a lot older than 28. Finally, Danny, he's originally from Youngstown, Ohio. He thinks that he resembles Elton John, refuses to date someone who doesn't make him laugh. We asked Danny what kind of activities his ideal woman should like.
Drives me nuts. Yeah. Such a, they have a nice shape and everything. Nice legs, nice, but stuff like that, that's what I like.
All right, those are the three men that Jennifer had to choose from. Time for you to vote. Who do you think the best man would be for? This one's up for grabs. Who knows? Audience made its choice. We're out of time, so we're going to find out who Jennifer chose and hear everything that happened on that date tomorrow. That's our show for today. I'm Chuck Woolery. I hope all your dates are good ones. See you tomorrow.
Some of the guests on Love Connection will receive one of the following: Dallas Cologne and Aftershave, the dynamic and takes.
Who has the commentary that gets people talking? Jerry Springer on News 5 at 6 and 11. Ideas for people who are going places. Now, stay tuned for The Cosby Show.
Tales of a first date. Sometimes our dates have a happy ending. And some other times, there's just an ending. But it's always unpredictable when two strangers meet, trying to make that love connection. And now, here's our host, Chuck Woolery.
All right, thank you, Rick Jeffries. Everybody, thank you. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. That standing room only in the back. It's nice to see you all. Let's get started by meeting our first guest. She enjoys Italian food, mountain hikes, the Beatles. And when a man approaches her that she's not interested in, she claims that she knows just how to get rid of him. Please welcome Jennifer Maroney. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Yeah, you got to Hollywood, yeah. Have a seat. Well, how do you get rid of these bums that you don't want to talk to?
Well, first of all, it's really easy. My roommate is a chef, and he's 6'4", and he has this large collection of large knives.
Yeah.
I also have a poster for Hollywood chainsaw hookers hanging prominently displayed.
Hollywood what?
Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, the ultimate exploitation film. And when you then see a woman coming at them with like a 36-foot chainsaw, they kind of calm down quite a bit.
Personally, I'd run the other way as fast as I could.
That's what they do.
We want to remind everybody what happened yesterday. Our studio audience saw Jennifer's three choices. They voted for one. I'm going to take a look at all three again and catch you up. First, there's Tom. He says that the first thing he notices about a woman is her teeth. And Ron, he was raised in Chicago. He enjoys taking hikes and playing the drums. Danny refuses to date someone who doesn't make him laugh. Now, the audience vote was recorded yesterday. We're going to get that a little later. Right now, Jennifer's going to tell us who she chose.
I chose Ron.
You chose Ron. He's backstage. Say hello to Ron Reiner. Hi, Ron.
How you doing, Chuck?
Just fine. Make yourself at home back there, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Well, here we go. Tell me about the date.
Well, I talked to him on the phone, and he didn't sound that bad, and so I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He didn't sound that bad?
Well, see, I was getting ready for work, so I wasn't exactly paying that much attention to him.
What was your impression of her on the phone, Ron?
Well, I don't know. There was something about her voice. I
it was kind of discomforting. I couldn't quite put my finger on what it was.
What do you think it is now?
I'm still not really sure, Chuck. It's...
You'll never find out either.
Well, now what happened?
Well, he met
I
me
don't
at
want
work.
to.
He met me at work, and my boss, I was in the back doing changeover because we changed from like 4:30, and my boss came back and told me he was here, and I wasn't in that big of a rush to get out there. And besides, I talked to this other guy in the bar, and I wanted to say goodbye to him first before I went out with this guy. And he was waiting in the lobby, and he came back to the bar while I was still talking to this other guy and kind of cut that short, so. And I thought he was, I actually thought he was better looking than he was on his videotape.
Okay, so you're pleased with that. What'd you think of her looks, Ron?
Well, she looked from a distance. See, I saw her walking toward me from quite a ways away. And she looked pretty good at first, but as she zoomed in on me, it wasn't a real connection yet.
Now, what happened next?
Well, we went back to my apartment so that I could change clothes to get ready for our date. And after seeing him and meeting him and just, you know, the first 5 minutes in the car, I was taking my own sweet time because I wasn't in that much of a rush to go out with him.
Well, now, what happened next?
Well, we go to this restaurant, which was supposed to be real romantic because it's at Malibu. It's right on the beach where you can sit there and watch the surf come in.
Right.
With anyone else there, I'm sure it would have been quite nice. And we were sitting there, and it was like a 45-minute wait for a table. And luckily, he left for a while, and then this other guy came and sat down. I was starting to have, like, the first good time of the evening. And I'm talking to this guy, and he comes over, and he sits down right in the middle of us. And it was like, that was the end of that.
Yeah. Did it bother you that she was talking to this other guy, Ron?
No, but it bothered him. He honestly, he even told me she was getting on his nerves. He was glad that I came back.
He was the only one. He was the only one who was glad he came back.
Well, now, what happened after that?
Well, then we sat down to dinner because I figured if I was going to go out with him, I deserved lobster for this and nothing less. And I sat down and I had 2 lobster tails. And I spent my entire, I mean, it was more fun being involved with that crustacean than it was you.
Oh, oh. This has been a hard week on me, I'll tell you. Were they really going that badly, Ron?
Well, she ate, I'll tell you. She put it down. She spent all the money on food, and she ate everything in sight. But, you know, I'll tell you, I was a little frightened, so I was acting nice because I was a little scared of her. I'm still glad she doesn't have my address.
All I can say is don't walk in any dark alleys in Glendale. Don't.
See what I mean? This is, I was...
What does that mean?
Not in a million years. This was a mercy date. What I should have done is taken the $75 and gone out by myself without him. I mean, he was so old looking on top of it. People must have thought he was my father.
Well, how did the date end?
Well, he drove me home, and I just, like, hopped out of the car. I wanted to make sure there was none of this awkward moment at the door stuff, so I just got out of the car and politely slammed the door and walked myself to the door because I can make it safely. And I wish something had happened to him.
Let's take a look and see the audience before. Oh, gee, it's a tie. Tom and Danny. Ron didn't get into this mess.
It figures.
Well, what are you going to... I guess you don't... if you want to go out with either one of those guys, you'll do it, and we'll pay for it, so it's up to you.
I think I'm safer staying on my own.
Well, Ron, listen. Sorry things didn't work out. We do have a nice gift for you, and maybe I'll see you again under better circumstances.
That's all right. Thanks a lot, Chuck.
Jennifer, same to you. Thanks for coming on the show. And we'll be back with another couple right after this. Stay good.